Overpopulation. The world currently has 8 billion people on it. All of them need to eat, drink, sleep, and breathe clean oxygen. If this number keeps growing to around like 10 billion, then our finite world would not be able to give all Earth's people a comfortable life eventually. It isn't like this as of now, of course, but it will eventually become a problem that we'll need to solve. And I have some solutions to it, or some ones I picked up from others more accurately, but we don't care. So, many solutions have been pitched to stop this from being a problem, so I will rank all of them in a tier list, going from worst to the best solution. The criteria will be based off of 2 things. One will be how this will solve the problem of too many people and not enough resources, and 2, how ethical is the solution. We want to make sure as many people can eat quality food, drink good liquids, and watch Waterboy like how God intended. Adam Sandler only makes peak. I will defend my position with my life and more. Now, let's get to these overpopulation solutions, everybody. Yay! Speaking about solutions, let's get into F tier, the worst solution for overpopulation. F tier, the HoloLive. I'm not saying a VTuber agency is a solution to overpopulation, or am I? That'll be for much later in the video, but this refers to another event. I think you can tell what I'm actually trying to talk about from what other word HoloLive sounds like. The fact that it involves solutions that are indeed final, and other things I say about the HoloLive, because if I actually said its name, I might get banned. This was an extermination event where many were exterminated for who they were. The culprit, I'll call him Lucifer, said that one of the reasons he pursued the HoloLive was so that the Übermenschen could have more Lebensraum. To translate that to English, Europeans get more living space and get to colonize every part of the Earth. I'm about to give a very controversial opinion about this event. I might get canceled for this, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think it was that good. I think it was morally unjust. I know, shocking, I might lose all my subscribers because of this opinion. I'm not ever gonna get a brand deal ever again. But you know me, I'm the realest man on earth. I don't think this is a good solution to overpopulation because the undesirables that Lucifer want to purge are not that much of the population on a global scale, and they are innocent people. So, not only does this not take care of the problem, and it is very bad, because it is the HoloLive, if you catch the drift. Next solution, but not the final solution.
I have to break your neck. It's just the way it is. I'm just a messenger.
D tier, the Snap. The Snap from Avengers Infinity War is something that would wipe out half the universe so that people could have more resources. This has the bad side effect of having less people to help Earth give out these resources. How are people going to help the sick and injured if there are less doctors? How are we going to feed the people if there are half the chefs? Well, if you scroll through the internet enough like me, you will be tempted to put this into S tier. There are people out there who publicly celebrate doing horrific, degenerate things to animals. There are people who are outright posting dangerous manifestos about how they are about an entire school. And the worst one of the three, there are people out there on the internet who don't like Adam Sandler movies. Why? A few years on the internet will turn anybody into a hardened Thomas Hobbes supporter. This still is not enough to get the snap higher than D tier. It is better than what was in F tier because it is slightly more ethical because of less discrimination. It had better resource management skills by taking out more of the population less discriminately. Now, but do you want a solution to overpopulation that is more just focused on sharing resources instead of only just causing lives to end? Well then, C tier is the right choice for you.
You know, sometimes I do part-time jobs for extra cash. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Alright boys, C tier communism. This marks a transition in sorts of this tier list. This tier list will slowly shift from taking lives to distributing resources. C tier is for communism. Stupid pun, but you love the pun, don't you? I don't think communism will be the new system to save the world, you know? I should make an entire video series debunking communist arguments. That's something I'm interested in doing. Comment below if you want to see that. Here are the basics as to why I disagree with communism. Basically, you are not actually liberated from the rich and famous because they're just going to get replaced by big government towering over you. In capitalism, you get to choose your job with an incentive being money. So if you don't want an entire law, you don't want to read an entire law book and spend hours in court and filing documents, you can have incentive in a form of a large cash payout for doing this job not many people want to do, ergo making people want to do the job. So, yeah, and here's the final point. It is unfair for people who work hard and long. I know there are a lot of people who succeed in capitalism without working a day in their lives, but like, at least in theory, the capitalist system works for people who work hard. Speaking about hard and long, let's blow this popsicle stand and get to the next solution on our list. BT One Child Policy. In China, there was once a policy where you were only allowed to have one child and you would be sent to brutal jails and your child would be taken and sometimes killed. Killing children is bad. Another problem with this is that humans are so eager to bang, so it'd be hard to, okay, poor phrasing, to implement this law. There are people who are so ready to do it that they're into poop and excrement. The act of procreation is literally the most pleasurable thing people can experience. And there's even a sizable amount of people who text the homies thank you for everything, if you catch the drift. If they do not have intercourse frequently, at least American society will widely mock you and have an excuse to treat you like subhuman trash if you don't have intercourse enough. And people won't stop singing about this activity. Point is, newsflash, bucko, people love doing that nasty. So a solution that involves people not doing the dirty is doomed to fail. If I implement this policy personally, I wouldn't kill the kid, just punish the parent. I see the moral appeal of a policy like this in theory. Instead of forcing people like the exit with the past solutions like the snap, you instead block off the entrance. It's not perfect, but it's more ethical. Let's go back off a little bit to near the beginning of the video where I said VTubers could play a role in overpopulation discussions. This is where it comes in. Under this policy, I theorize people would turn to things like VTubers and other digital alternatives. People are trying their hardest to have kids and still fail. So, they turn to this. So a VTuber gold rush would happen after this policy is implemented, kind of like with the pandemic. But none of this stops it from being really hard to implement and making it not as high as the last solution since, you know, one of the times it's been implemented, yeah, there was a lot of child murder and that's bad. The next one on the tier list will go back to making people swim with the fishes, boss. On to that one, on to the next.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
A tier. Justice will be served by any means necessary. The second to last solution is justice. The second to last solution is to trim the fat of society by actually punishing people who deserve to be punished in an appropriate way. Those who steal the lives away from the innocent and creeps who take advantage of those begging for their evil to cease need to be treated appropriately. What would we lose if those vagrants and perverts were ejected from our world? It is our duty as Americans, white, black, Asian, male, female, gay, straight, transgender, to come together and wipe these people out and quell those fiends. If you have somebody in your life, especially a woman, you need to honor her dignity and stop those beastly creeps from traumatizing her or putting her existence to a permanent end. When you save them from demonic fiends lurking in the street, expect no reward, for that is truly like a dragon, mighty and respectable. I hold this truth to be self-evident. If you do not do your best to vanquish those creepy monsters, then it could be your girlfriend, daughter, niece, or friend next. Okay? So don't come crying to me with this, oh, you're acting like a fascist, you're being a new-do. Imagine that. Imagine if that was your niece, if that was your sister in a ditch, or her mind broken, with a great future that would have been ahead of her. Yeah, I don't think you'll be on your putting people in cages is incorrect talk when that happens. Join our party of those who vanquish the enemies in front of us, these enemies being the slimes and lizard demons, sucking up all our resources. They waste our food, water, air, and tax dollars by being alive. My solution is a good way to solve overpopulation in a very ethical way. It doesn't make it into S tier because it wouldn't take out that many. I've done the calculations and, or at least like guesstimated, but like it'd be like 1 million people, and that's like 1/300th of America. That's like 0.3% of America would be up on the execution board, you know. So only a few people will be removed from the equation, boss. Say it in the meow voice. Oh, I accidentally read out the stage directions. Oh, no. Well, you really ready to join the party?
Be evil. Be nice.
S tier. Be nice. It is simple. No jailing, no slaughter, no hurt. Just be a good person to fulfill this solution. Did none of y'all learn from the GOAT, Mr. Rogers? Rest in peace to the GOAT. Be kind to your fellow neighbor. Don't be greedy. Give back to the people in your life, and maybe less people starve. Maybe. I don't think we will ever solve world hunger or create world peace unless, I don't know, divine intervention. But nah, that's probably not gonna happen. But there can at least be less bad in the world if we individually change ourselves. The world sucks, but we can make it less sucky, right? How will we solve overpopulation? Think of the reasons it's a problem. Too many people, not enough to go around. Well, be charitable by at least being kind and giving others the strength to go on. If we all help each other of our own free will, then we could have a better world to live in, made by our own freedom, no matter how many people are on it. And hey, it's a long time away. You're probably going to die before it becomes a major issue. So let's live life to the fullest while we're still here. Alright, now we're getting to an unscripted bit. This is my last upload of 2023, probably. I have like a meme in production. But this is my last like full produced video of 2023, and it's been a nice year with you guys. You know, I started in September. I've been having dreams of content creation since I was like 6 years old, and I'm glad you could help me fulfill it. You guys are so kind, so patient, so loving, and maybe we will defeat the demon lords that lay amongst us, and we will defeat the YouTube algorithm and become kings. Cheers to another year of perseverance. I love you guys. I just can't get enough of celebrating my fans that are here by my side no matter what. Okay, there are certain people that are like 100% chance watching my video, and those people, you know who you are. Thank you for always being the realest on earth. Man, content creation, so fun to do, so fun. Life is great. Ooh boy. Alright, now we're getting back to the script a bit. In conclusion, overpopulation is tough to solve. Every solution is hard. But I hope you could at least be a little more educated on the topic of this video. If you have a solution, share it below. If you have comments, questions, share them below. I hope you achieve what you want to next year. Have a good day and a great life. Inaba Hair out.
Bars is good and bad, but nothing at times.
Another one in the night. Let me paint the view. Color down with my light. For every moment share with you. Not out in the day. And never fully gone. Going to be back again. Until the coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up. Wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up. Love the moment even from dusk. You always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good